Hey guys, how you doing? This might seem super serious due to the way I'm sat, and I don't know, this is just weird, I don't usually do this. It's not, don't worry. Just popping on to really explain why I've not been here. Very briefly, I'll go into detail when I do a report really soon. I think it's getting a little bit late today and I can't do it. I just want to give you a little update on what's going on and why I've not uploaded. And then I might just whiz you around really quickly on the back wall, maybe even the cabinet, just to show you the state of the plants since I've been ill. I have actually had to chop some stuff off, but I'll go through it. So it's not a planned tour, it's just a little quick tour and a little bit of an explanation video. So basically, if you guys met me at Plant Stock, the Beta Plant guys, what would you call it? Like a little mini fest a couple of weeks ago in Malvern in the UK. It was lovely to meet you. Sorry, I was not myself necessarily. I was high on codeine and many other substances. Long story short, guys, and I know this might not interest you. If this does not interest you, then please just skip to the quick tour update, whatever. I will put it here on the screen. That's absolutely fine. Basically, I was a little bit sore in my lower back, right? And I was a little bit sore just picking stuff off the floor. Nothing even major, not even anything necessarily gym related. I was a little bit sore. And it got to the point where it was starting to affect me in the gym. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the same thing I did when I injured my arm, back, tricep, whatever it was ages ago. And I booked a sports massage, sports physio, right? And it's this lovely, lovely girl. She actually comes out to your house, right? And she gave me the massage right here because I have like a big floor space, right? So she comes around to your house, she lays a bed out and she works on you for like an hour. So I did that, explained what was wrong. I said, look, I've got scoliosis, which if you don't know, it's a condition, it's degenerative, I think. It's a condition whereby your spine, instead of being like that, it's kind of like, it's twisted and it's shaped funny and everything else. You wouldn't necessarily know it looking at me because it's mild, but believe me, even a mild case can really cause you some problems. And if you suffer from it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I usually manage it really well. But anyway, I didn't know if the soreness was to do with this or it was overtraining or it was something else. Like I didn't know. I hadn't been sleeping well anyway. Long story short, she knows this and she came around and she worked on my back. She started on my back, like above where your back sort of joins to your glute sort of thing. She worked on that and she made her way up my back. It took an hour. Before she left, she was like, yo, sorry, there's a really loud child. Can you please stop? Jesus Christ, they should make a spray for that. Anyway, and she said, before I go, just to let you know, you might be a bit sore tomorrow. And I was like, okay. She was like, because I've really gone at you like above your glute, right? Like I've gone for it and it was really like hard and tight, whatever. I've really gone for it. I was like, right, fine. The next day, I was a little bit stiff. I went to the gym. I did an upper body workout. I was actually fine. I was all right. I didn't do anything like pulling on the back, but I did things like shoulder pressing, stuff that wouldn't affect my back. I just kept it light. Everything was fine. I was a little bit stiffer by the end of the day, but I was like, you know what? This isn't that bad. Fast forward 24 hours, I'm getting stiffer and stiffer and stiffer, right? Fast forward to very late on the Saturday night, technically, not the days of the week matter. I'm saying it so I can keep track. I was stiff on the sofa, then I went upstairs to bed. I had lay in bed for approximately 1 hour. And after that 1 hour, when I tell you I could not get up, I mean I could not get up. I couldn't even crawl. I couldn't walk. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't do anything. I was absolutely stuck and it was actually quite scary. That's by the by. I'm not here to talk about how scared I was, obviously. But long story very short, I've been basically unable to walk. And the people that saw me at the Malvern event on the Sunday, you need to know that I got up at 4 a.m. in order to make it downstairs for 5:15 a.m. because I couldn't get out of bed and I couldn't get down the stairs. So I eventually did that. It was so bad, right, that I was doing laps of basically this kitchen right through to the front door. It's like one long corridor. I was walking up and down, but I say walking, I wasn't walking. I was doing like some kind of weird shuffle because I couldn't even lift my legs an inch like off the floor. I came up with a brainwave at about, 6 a.m. Bear in mind, I'm supposed to leave the house to leave for Malvern by about 7:30 a.m. I came up with a brainwave actually to put on my weightlifting belt around my back to walk around to help support my back because that was the problem. As soon as I put weight through my back, I got like lightning bolts up my spine, right? But if I put the weight through my upper body, so imagine if you're like a kid running up the stairs, but like you sort of crawl and you use your upper body to like crawl upstairs, that's fine. That's not so bad. So I was trying to support my back and whatever. I had to have Ben come round because I was like, this is really bad. He was supposed to pick me up at 7:30 to go because it takes like 3 hours to get there or something. And I was like, you have to come round early. I've not packed. I can barely get ready. I can't move. I don't even know if we can go. Long story short, he came round. I had some ibuprofen and I had some codeine. And about 2 hours later, I could walk just enough to get into the car. Now, I know you probably think you should have stayed at home, but it was all planned. I've been looking forward to this for a year. I didn't go last year. The hotels, the rooms and everything were booked. It was all booked. So I stood to like lose quite a bit not going. So I ended up being able to get into the car and I got to the show. I immediately took more drugs upon landing to the show. I think I was queuing up to get into Johnny's trailer and I popped more drugs. Funny enough, but the more I stood and the more I walked, the easier it got. That night, again, everything locked back up. I think it took like 2 hours just to get down to breakfast the next day in the hotel because everything locked back up. It was ridiculous. It felt like my hamstrings were just permanently like this and they just wouldn't let go. Same thing for my glute as well. My glute actually changed shape. You know, if you like, it sounds stupid, but you know, if you like squeeze your bum and it sort of like dimples in, right? Like where the muscle is contracting. It was like that like all the time. It was really weird. But anyway, long story short, sorry, I'm rambling because I know people want to know though, because a lot of people have been asking me if I'm all right. Long story short, I had to spend literally a week on the couch because moving a lot didn't really help. Not moving didn't really help. Nothing helped. I messaged my physio. I think it was like, could have been that when I got stuck at 1 a.m. on like Saturday, Sunday, basically saying, hi, I know you said I should be sore, but I can't even crawl. She got back to me too late saying, hi, that's not really normal. Blah, 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 you're all right. I didn't message back, I'll be honest. I'm not sure, guys. I can sort of walk now, by the way. I can't pick up much weight, but I can move all right. It's a bit stiff. I can move all right. I can walk okay. I've not messaged her back because I don't know if something's just gone wrong, because personally, I don't think that should be the outcome of a sports massage at all. Like, if that was the outcome of a sports massage and that was normal, people wouldn't get them. Trust me, people wouldn't get them. That was terrifying. So anyway, I've done that for a week. As a result, obviously, I couldn't upload. I couldn't even pick my laptop up off the floor and put it on my knee. From the floor next to my couch and put it on my knee on the couch. I couldn't even do that. So that's why nobody's really heard from me. So that's why I've not uploaded. So I know, sorry, that's really, really long, but I thought I'd just explain it anyway. Plus, it's an extra upload. I've not taken it from you. Do you know what I mean? That's basically the tea. I'm a little bit down on earnings now. I mean, I was anyway, but now I'm really down on earnings. So if you look on Instagram, I have some stuff for sale that should help me pay some bills, I think, that I've got coming that I've not been able to do anything for. Got some really nice stuff. Got some White Monster, some things like that, some mints, a few bits and pieces anyway if you're interested in the UK. Other than that, I don't think I had anything else to say. I guess just give me a little bit of tolerance getting back into content, just because, you know, I've not prepared anything because I couldn't even get my laptop out to prepare stuff. So that's by the by, that's fine. I think I'll now unhook you and just show you what's been happening and just talk about it and what my plans were and what hasn't happened, I guess. So I guess I'll do that now. Right, okay guys, this is so unprepared, okay? Like the floor is even dirty because I've not been able to do anything about it. So this is extremely like raw as is everything, right? You're just seeing what it's been like. I do have some watermarks on the floor, you'll see here. That's nothing weird. I know it looks weird, but it's actually just dripping from the plants. And as soon as you mop it, it goes away. See what I mean? I've not mopped. I've not hoovered. There's some more of it. You get the point. Honestly, you get the point. But there are some good updates and there are some bad updates. I'll start with the good ones. This here, what was this again? The Sharonii tenue philodendron thing. Look how big it decided to get. Like, just so you know, that was the previous leaf, right? I think that's quite rude to thrive like that without me, quite honest. This can't get any bigger now. Surely to God, it can't get any bigger. Look at this. Look at that. So he's done really, really well, actually. Not all of them have, trust me. But he's done all right. This gloriosum down here, he's moved a little bit. That's why he looks a bit silly. That's his new leaf. Obviously, his old leaves are not great. They've had some sun on them. They've got a bit attacked. Not a lot I can do about that. I have probably loads of cat hair and dead leaves everywhere. This has gone out of control. I obviously missed the opportunity to put a new pole extension and everything on, so I will probably cut this back. Maybe even sell a bit of it, but I don't think it's worth anything. But, you know, if anybody wants a bit of glorious, then there you go. So that's my Philodendron glorious. My begonia here, this is quite happy with me. Look at this, it's quite pretty. This was, by the way, my variegated Ginny Galaxy, except this is the non-variegated bit, and I cut it off. I meant to throw it out, and I've just left it. And guys, this is we know how big this leaf is, right? Because I've just shown you. This is not a small plant. This is massive. And it's growing even more. Because this here is actually quite fat. And it won't really stop, and it won't stop flowering. So he's actually quite pretty, and I actually don't mind him filling up that spot. He might be able to stay. He might be able to stay. What else has happened? This white monster is still very much alive. He normally faces more this way. I've just turned him around to face you guys, because if I keep him facing this way, he will grow a little bit weird. But if I turn him to the side, then he might still grow straight, if that makes sense. Hang on, let me show you. See what I mean? This is the white monster. This leaf is actually the greenest one he's put out in a long time, which doesn't concern me, because obviously the others are absolutely fine. They do this. I mean, it is chaotic. So you can see some of the old ones, look. You can see there just some of the different things they do. So yes, that doesn't bother me. That's quite nice. It's quite refreshing, really. Oh God, I'm gonna have to cut them, guys. I'm gonna have to cut them. 2 Monstera mints, jungle mints. One is here. I know it might look albo, but it's because it's super bright. The other one is here. I'm gonna have to cut them. It's too much now. It's too much. Similarly, these, the Plougmanii, the McDowell, which by the way, oh, I don't know when that tall. That's nice, isn't it? It's massive. Look, it's huge. I need to do something with this a little bit. What else have we got going on? Oh, I'm upset about this. This happened in my absence as well. Look, it's burnt. And not only that, but it's not quite, it's not expanded fully. So I don't know if you've ever had this happen with Monstera, where if a new leaf's expanding and you don't like water it properly or something like that, it gets a bit stunted. And you might have had it before where the leaf hardens off and it goes like super thick. It's just because it's hardened off before it's been able to like fully expand. And that has semi-happened, and you can actually, to be honest, you can tell it is a bit smaller. I'm not too worried about it, but I'm not very happy about it either. So that's happened. This gave me a new leaf. That's really nice. This is Thormatophyllum African Fantasy. I have rotated him a bit. That's why he looks a bit stupid, just to give that tie a little bit more room. That's why this here looks a bit weird. It was all facing this way, but I've just basically rotated the pot. He's fine though. I can't remember if there was a flower on this Plougmanii still. Has it stopped? No, it's there. Can you see? There is a flower coming in. Again, I gave it number 2, NurtureSystem number 2, one time, and now it won't stop flowering, so I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. I didn't want flowers on it. I just thought, oh, would it work? Do you know what I mean? I mean, I guess it works. We also have this guy. This guy's taken a bit of a beating. This shelf now, guys, is where you're going to see some unfortunate disasters, right? So this guy here, this is my Bessie IF. He's a bit floppy and he's a bit yellowing around the edge and stuff. He's not done very well because the old leaf, I mean, the old leaf's not great either, because this is growing in ambient, by the way, so fair enough. It's nice, but it's not great. And it's growing, it's growing down a lot. But he is one of the plants that needs to be moved, if you remember, up into the grow tent. But obviously I got ill and I couldn't do it. So I say ill, you know what I mean? Paralyzed, unable to walk, whatever you want to call it. This here has not done amazingly. I don't know what's happened to him. The new leaf's okay though, in fairness. That's come out while I've not been very well. That's my King of Spades. It's a nice King of Spades, just a bit muted. This pisses me off. Look at this. And this does happen every so often. This is the beautiful Variegate Gloriosum that is unfortunately, guys, I know. Look what's happened to him. Now that could be watering, or it could be the full sun that it gets. And I know full sun on that is ridiculous and I should move it. And maybe I will at some point, I don't know. That is a real shame. So we have this that's shit, basically. And him, well, he's revered, hasn't he? But he will come back, remember? Because he gave me these 2 wonderful ones, then he gave me this bullshit, and then he's given me these 2. So I'm not actually that worried. I'm fine with it. I'm just a little bit annoyed. This is kind of cool. This has gone super black. Can you see how black that's got? That's my Anthurium SP chocolate, which had some mechanical damage on it, I think, from the Gloriosum, because look at this shit here. Look at that. Boom. He's gone super black. The begonia's looking a bit, it's quite big though. It sort of keeps growing. Look, if I just keep moving stuff, you can sort of see bits of begonia. That's not done amazing. Fair enough. It's a begonia. It's got a bit melty. It's been a bit hot. Up top, not so bad. The Spiritus is still good. Look at him. Sexual. This, oh my God. Have you seen how big that inflow is? That's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen an inflow that big. That's about 20 odd centimeters long. That's absolutely crazy. But yeah, the casualty up there, very, very sad. He was always immaculate. That is my Cebu Blue. And look at him, really upset. He completely dried out. Fair enough, couldn't water. He's all right though, down further below. I did get them watered eventually. Ben actually had to do these shelves. Eventually, I think it was very late last week, I was able to do all the floor stuff, but I couldn't reach up because it would involve kind of tipping forward and like putting my weight in front of me, which I can't do. So that's what happened with that. Oh, my Maranta looks fine though. So that's a casualty. That really, really pisses me off, but here we are. But all the bottom's kind of all right. What else have we got over here? I mean, this area always looked not great. There's not a lot of change. Obviously, you can see things kind of went without water, but it's not too terrible. My Brazil common form is still here. It's massive now, you know. Look at that. Woohoo! I'll show you it just because it's part of me preaching that they are indeed different. Look how spidery that is. That is so cool. That is Monstera Brazil common form, if you didn't know. It's great, but it needs chopped. It really needs chopped. That really, let me move back without destroying anything. That is basically it for the wall. These Monstera are fine. Oh, this happened though. Oh, I'm so mad about this. So the cat found it. This is Monstera green on green. Can you see that? It's Monstera green on green. Cat found it because he likes to scratch it. On top of that, I don't know what happened here, but it burnt. I have a new leaf behind it that I'm hoping is nice because I wanted to sell the head cutting of this. And this leaf, I promised, was wonderful. Obviously, I can't sell it now. So that's awesome. So I'm having to wait. The cabinet, super quick one. I will open it for you. Cabinet's not got a ton in. We've got a lot of the Anthurium and stuff we did have. That's a Chantriri, which does look quite nice. Let me just pull them down for you. There we go. Very pretty, very pretty. Nothing quite new yet. But although he is, actually, no, I say that, I lie. He's coming out with combs. I'll keep them on as long as possible, I think, though. Juggernaut, really good. Pushing a leaf. A bunch of stuff like NSE Red Crystal. The Black Widow. The beautiful Black Widow. The new stuff, Anthurium BRV. The massive Fort Sherman and the blue Papa here, followed by another Juggernaut. They were supposed to get moved upstairs, obviously, but alas, I could not walk. Down here, we have a very successful pollination, it's early days, of the Bigfoot Blue Pap, this little guy here. He is much nicer than he may appear, I promise. It's just the lighting doesn't really, kind of washes out the blue tone. But he's been selfed, so that's cool. This is a Forgetii dark form that's just, it's boomed actually from a book cut, and there is more to come, but he's done really well. There's just bits and bobs really. This wonderful red vein dog phoenix look at the back of this. Oh my god, that needs repotted. But again guys, not willing to sound like I'm repeating myself, I've not been able to do it. He's beautiful. But generally, this is a Spathiphyllum Ghost that is actually for sale right now on the internet. It may be sold by the time you watch this. But generally that is kind of it really. Carla. Woo! Carla Pap, actually, that one. But yeah, that's it. Some combs up here. Shit like that. Little mini combs. I need to spray everything because that's not so good. It's probably because the door's been open. Basically, guys, that's kind of what it's been like. Not great, not terrible. I think I cut leaves off this guy, definitely. And I think a Gloriosum and maybe something over here, I can't remember. It could be worse, and this is why I have self-watering, so yeah, I'll put you back on the tripod and then I'll say goodbye. Yeah, so that's a quick tour of what's going on, at least in this room anyway. And just a bit of an explanation as to what's happening. I know not everyone cares, but if you do care, then thank you. That means a lot. Content should be basically back to normal. I'm struggling to get back on my feet, to be quite honest, so to speak. But I'm doing my best. So thanks for watching this, guys. I know it's a complete shambles of a video, but as I'm sure you'll appreciate, I'm a little bit stumped at the minute. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Honestly, it means a lot, guys. It really, really does. Check out my Instagram, I guess, if there's something there that you think you might like here in the UK, because I do need to be paying those bills. I am not joking. And I'll see you Friday, I think. Bye, guys.